everyone, it's Kay from Crafting with Kay. How are we doing? And Pickle already wants something. We're on to chocolate raisins today. So in the room with me is Pickle, good girl, and Five of the Pickle.
What's up?
So he's going to help me today with a little bit of a Q&A. Because I was tagged in... I'll pop the name up on the screen. I honestly can't remember. I know who it is. But I also don't, I know what the picture is, I can't remember the name. I'll pop it up over here somewhere. My bad. So let's get the basics out of the way with first. I am still working on Faye by Hannah Lynn, and it's from Diamond Art Club. Pen I'm using is from Diamond Art Club. For the AB drawers, I've been using this one from Diamond Art Studio. And the tray I'm using at the moment is from Mr. Zippy's. Cover minder is from Teresa. All links will be found down below. Just a little disclaimer, if you've never gotten anything from Diamond Art Club before and you use my link, I am an affiliate, so I will make a small commission. If you choose not to use it, that's absolutely fine as well. It's just if you happen to. But yeah, this kit has been going really well. I've just been working on it off and on. I feel like I've gone pretty slow on this kit, to be honest, but I also think that's because I can't wait to get started on a couple others, so it's probably like a mix.
Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, this is very true. Good things do come to those who wait. But I'm just being impatient because I really want to start the cat, Baz the boy, and I really want to do the heart, the funky heart. I can't remember what groovy heart I think it's called, or groovy love. I'm also using this kit to work on for Miss Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray's DP along.
No ma'am, no turkey.
No ma'am, no hand, no turkey, indeed. Because they're doing hashtag Fun Never Ends DP, and it's for Pride Month. So like you can see here in her brush, she's got rainbow colours. She's also got it in her hair and all sorts. So she's got the rainbow in her hair and stuff. So yeah, so I think that's great. So, the Q&A, I've got 29 questions written down. We shall see how far we get. If we get interrupted, it's probably Pickle, because she wants something. So I'll just carry on or whatever, but yeah. Question number 1, please, my dear.
When was the last time you experienced nostalgia?
The last time I experienced nostalgia... Let's think about this. So, when we were talking about something the other day...
Yeah.
What was... I can't remember now. I don't know. It's usually about TV and stuff. I mean, I'm recently restarted watching Angel sometimes of an evening. That's pretty nostalgic. I think. What about you?
Nostalgia for me was recently restarting Smallville.
Oh, okay. Restart Smallville, yeah. I'm like, whenever I meet up with a friend of mine, it's because we don't see each other a great deal, and I've known her since like infant school. Poor sod's been stuck with me for over 20 years. Let's all say a prayer for her. We always talk about the old days, as it were, and what we used to do and stuff. But generally speaking, yeah, it's just usually when it comes up to TV and stuff and films. Right, next question, please.
What's the scariest dream you've ever had?
Scariest dream I've ever had? Laugh at me or don't. It's probably either to do with like the T-Rex and stuff from Jurassic Park 1, or Godzilla from the Matthew Broderick one. Those things scared the bejesus out of me as a kid. Just scared me a lot as a kid. And I used to dream that I would look them dead in the eye and that they would chew me and I would feel all the pain. So that would probably be for me. What about you?
Scariest dream I've ever had was being hunted by Natasha Romanoff from the Avengers, and she catches me and then she forces me to pole dance for her.
That's the scariest. You have to pole dance for the Black Widow.
That girl's a lethal weapon. Legit.
This is true.
Legit lethal weapon.
There we go. See, we get to find out new things about each other. If you ever don't want to answer a question, by the way, you can feel free just to say no thanks.
Okay.
Next question, please.
What's the weirdest thought you've ever had?
Weirdest thought. Now this is strange because my brain's pretty weird as it is, and I share a lot of its weird gold with my partner anyway. One weird thought was I got the Jigglypuff song in my head, so I looked at my partner and grabbed my podge from my belly and wiggled it up and down and said, Jigglypuff. I sung the tune. Honestly, a lot of my weird thoughts I kind of share out loud anyway. Yeah, what about you, my dear?
Weirdest thought actually turned into a song for me. Because when I was doing my bricklaying course, which I thoroughly enjoyed, Pickles into Dougie, and those who haven't watched Dougie, there's something called the stick bag.
Yeah, the sticky stick.
I realised I could reverse this a little bit and put my own twig on it. So I walked into college doing my bricklaying course one morning and started singing brick, 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 bricky, bricky, brick, 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 bricky, bricky, brick, brick.
Yeah, to be fair, me and Father of the Pickle are pretty open with our weird thoughts, which is great. Because we're both weird and we like that.
Oh,
It's like, yeah, you're my weirdo, no refunds, no returns.
I think I should have done the receipt.
Yeah, the receipt got lost somewhere and yeah. Next question, please.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word fidget?
Fidget butt. To be fair, I'm a fidget, which is why I'm loving my crafts because it keeps my hands busy. But honestly, yeah, first thing that comes to mind is fidget butt.
Kira.
Yeah.
Pickle, basically.
Pickle, yeah, she don't stay still for very long either. I think she definitely gets that from me.
Yeah.
Next.
What made up word would you incorporate into the English language?
Do you remember my made up word for pen?
Penny Nomino.
Yay! Gold star. Penny Nomino is a made up word I created in school once to mean pen because I was just feeling random and weird. So Penny Nomino meant pen. I'm guessing yours will be along the lines of Bimble.
Yeah, Bimble.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm Captain Bimble.
Captain Bimble, indeed. Bloody Bimble. Inside joke, really. Right, next.
Which animal would you want to be reincarnated as?
Either a spoilt, rotten house cat, some sort of big cat in the wild, or a wolf. Or if we're talking mythical, it'd be awesome to be like, I had the word and then it went. Damn it. A were-leopard, maybe? Or something like that, maybe? Or a pegasus? Or no, an alicorn. Yeah, an alicorn would be awesome. What about you? Real animals first, and then if you got a mythological one, that can go in the back.
Animal for me would be a wolf.
A wolf, yeah.
Mythical creature.
I just added the mythical creature bit onto it, to be honest.
There's a lot of mythical creatures I'd like to be. Possibly a Kanema.
Oh, Kanema. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
They're pretty deadly.
Yeah.
Sweet. Next question, please.
If you could visit one planet, which one would it be?
If I could visit a planet, whether I die when I get there or not, who knows. I would visit, if we're talking real planets, I'm thinking maybe a planet in the Andromeda system, which is our next door neighbor galaxy. A planet over there could be quite interesting, but I don't really know really. I like Earth, you know, I can breathe on Earth, I can live on Earth. Made up planet, maybe what's the one in Avatar, Pangea?
No.
What's the one called in Avatar?
I remember.
I'm sure it begins with a P. That, or maybe Naboo from Star Wars.
For me, I'd want to visit Mars just to put all those rumours about that we could start another civilization there to bed.
You could be the first Martian.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and your hair will match the planet.
Again.
Sorry.
And again, if we're talking sort of like made up planet, I would have to say.
I'm guessing Krypton or something like that for you.
Yeah, it would be Krypton actually.
Yeah. She love you like Supermans and stuff.
Yeah.
So that'd be quite cool. Although you won't have powers over there because they only get powers from our yellow sun.
It'd be cool to see the technology though.
This is true. The technology would be pretty sweet. I've just realised you're not really seeing much of the tray work. Here we go. Next.
What superpower do you wish you had?
I wish I could sprout wings and fly. Because that would be just freaking awesome. Or not have wings and still be able to fly. But practicalities, physics says you need wings. But if it's a superpower, it doesn't really have to make sense, I guess. Or breathe underwater. Because I'd like to explore the oceans, dig out some treasure.
That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the superpower I'd want is where people will be able to look into my eyes, and I'll be able to tell them the truth all the time, non-stop.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you were going to say penance there with the eye thing.
No.
So you want the ability to make people tell the truth?
Yeah.
So you want like some sort of truth superpower?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I'd be able to use that for many things, mainly good, obviously.
I like that. Mainly good. A little bit of evil. Love it. Hello, my gorgeous. Can I help you? Yes. Oh, 1 second, guys. And I'm back. Sorry, she wanted to have a frozen Dodo from the freezer. Right, so yeah, next question, please, my dear.
What's your very first memory?
My very first memory is being on the back of my mum's push bike. And I would stare at the road markings from my baby seat bit on the back. I just remember watching the road underneath. Yeah, just being on the back of my mum's push bike.
My very first memory was when I first saw a motorbike.
Of course it was a motorbike. Brum brum.
I rode with my dad to get some bread and milk, and the rest of the show's history because I am one. Hey.
That's cool though. Next.
What did you say as a kid when asked, what do you want? What do you want to be when you grow up?
What do I want to be when I grow up? I'm a weirdo, of course, we know this. I wanted to be a forensic scientist when I grew up. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to work in a morgue and figure out how people died and stuff. And like help find the killer that way and stuff. Bearing in mind, I would have been like 10 or something like that, maybe 12. I remember wanting to be a forensic scientist. Huh. Obviously, I'm not now, but yeah. What about you?
Veterinarian.
Veterinarian, yep. Vet, you love your animals.
Right, so next question.
Next.
If you could change careers right this second, what would you do?
If I could change careers right this second, honestly, I would love to go into college and university because I really want to work as a scientist, to be honest. and look into, because of my chronic pain conditions and stuff, I would actually love to look into the nitty gritty aspects of it. You know, is it because of something in the genome, the DNA? Is there something, you know, why do we have what we have? And then try and find a cure for it. Not that it's likely to happen anytime soon. Both for realistically or just in my mind, or even just people out there already working on such things. But yeah, that would be what I would want to do.
For me,
Mhm.
I want to swap places with Boris Johnson. And there's a good reason as well.
Okay, you know that job comes with a lot of stress, right?
Yeah, but the only reason I would want to do it is so the reasons is, one, so we could rejoin the EU, and two, so we could protect the NHS from ever being sold off.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, keep for not getting too political. You know, I don't like that on my channel.
No, but those
I
are my two
appreciate it.
reasons, though.
That's cool. So to prevent the selling off of the NHS and to rejoin the EU, fair enough. That would still be a lot of stress and paperwork. But yeah, I get it. Next.
What makes you happiest?
Honestly, I love it when all three of us, you, me, and Pickle, just cuddle up for a lazy cuddle in bed or on the sofa or something, and she's just all chilled out and lazily playing with our hands and stuff. I like that.
See, I've got a couple.
Go for it.
Number one, I found a new enjoyment for bricklaying.
Yep, you love your bricklaying.
This is my bricklaying course. Sorry, that's number two actually. Sorry.
That's fine. You don't have to say them in any particular order, just as they come to you.
Number one is definitely laying in bed with Kira.
Yep.
And her coming up to me and not wanting to let me go.
Yeah, it's sweet when she don't want to let you go, isn't it?
Yeah. So next question.
Next question.
When is the last time you can remember feeling totally at peace?
Now this is a hard one, I've got to be honest. So I was thinking about this earlier because obviously I wrote all these questions down. I got them off a website, and as I was writing them down I was trying to think of answers. But honestly I think when I used to sail and be on a boat, just bobbing up and down with the water and stuff, I just felt free. So I guess that's kind of peaceful. And then I also have a second one, and that was when I first started riding a motorbike. And just having like the sun out, the shade on the roads from the trees and stuff, and just going for rides. Those would be my two answers for that.
Oh, most at peace for me.
It sounds simple, but it's quite tricky, isn't it?
The tricky one, I've got a few.
You go for them.
Okay, so obviously my love of building and pulling things apart. I enjoy that. And
It's not about enjoyment, it's feeling a sense of peace.
yeah, that is a sense of peace for me.
Okay.
And I don't know, having people sat next to me when we just sat doing nothing really.
That's cool.
Right, so next question.
Mhm.
Which of the 7 wonders of the world would you want to visit the most?
I would want to visit. Oh, it's in Peru. It's balls. What's it called? It's where the Incas lived. Not Macapaca. That's a freaking thing from a cartoon. Machu Picchu. That's it. Yeah, Machu Picchu in the mountains of Peru. That would be quite cool. What about you?
Grand Canyon, because there's a legendary lost civilization in the Grand Canyon which people have found, and they unfortunately usually end up going mad and losing their mind.
Do you want to go to the Grand Canyon and lose your mind? I can tell you already, you've already lost your mind. That's fine.
There's legend has it. There's an ancient Indian village called Hidden Valley. Now it was it remained hidden. It is still hidden. Obviously, no one's found it and lived to tell the tale, or actually been wise enough to tell the tale. But rumor has it that it was abandoned because of the fact that the people who were actually living there, the settlers, Indian settlers, were so at peace with the world that they had actually dissolved into spirits and they inhabit it all around the world now.
Okay, that's
So
quite cool.
To unravel that mystery.
That's pretty awesome.
What country do you want to travel to?
Well, I'd love to go back to Corfu, up the north end of Corfu. That was quite cool. But if I was to choose a place I've never been to before, either Canada, New Zealand, or Hawaii, or Italy. I'm going to add another one. I can't pick one. There's too many places in the world. Those are my options.
For me, it's Japan, Canada, and New Zealand.
Cool. Well, at least we matched on 2 of those. We'll do that trip one day. Who knows? Who the fuck knows when? But yeah, we'll do it one day.
Which foreign language would you like to learn?
I would love to learn Italian. I can say "Io capisco italiano," which is "Do you understand Italian?" No, I do not, but I remember that phrase, which is completely useless for me. Yeah. What about you? What would you like to learn?
Welsh.
Welsh. That'd be cool.
What's the most ticklish spot on your body?
Probably my feet, which is why you know to stay away from my feet, because I will not be able to stop myself from kicking you in the face.
Okay. Well, I'm not ticklish anymore.
I know, he's a dick. He's not ticklish anywhere. It's so annoying. It's just so infuriating. It really is. Next.
When was the last time you really burped out loud?
I don't think I burped. Really laughed out loud.
Laughed out loud.
Yeah. When was the last time I really laughed out loud? Was that Bimble song we made up or something? I know it was only a couple of days ago we really cracked up, both of us.
I think it was, yeah.
We made up a song replacing the words with Bimble. Yeah. It's stupid. But it was funny.
Last time I laughed out really loud. I was watching a Lee Evans video.
Yep.
And it was a clip from Roadrunner. And I believe it was to do with Lee Evans getting on an airplane. Sketched from that, and I just found myself laughing at one of the bits. There's nothing really.
To that, Lee Evans, he's a funny fucker.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah. What is your favourite joke?
My favourite joke is too long-winded probably to say on here. It's about ducks. It's just been it's my favourite joke because it's become an inside joke, and it's like how many fucking ducks did I step on in a past life? And if I remember, if I can find it on the internet somewhere, I'll put it in the description and you can find it down there or in the comment section or something. But it's something about stepping on ducks. And because I stepped on a couple of ducks, I'm now screwed in this life. Or something along those lines, basically. It's like, how many fucking ducks did I stand on to get this? Anyway, yeah.
My favourite joke involves the difference between a Scottish worker and an English worker on a job site.
This is true, because the Scottish worker will be working.
And the English worker will be drinking tea.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, we love ourselves a good cup of tea.
Yeah.
Next!
When was the last time you vomited and why?
The last time I vomited was probably before Kira was even born. So you're probably looking at about 4 years ago now, maybe. I got really drunk. I don't often get drunk at all, but I got really drunk. I think we was having like sambuca and stuff.
It's doing something.
Yeah, and yeah, that was the last time. I was actually physically sick. I'm not typically sick. My body fights against being physically sick because I get like a locked jaw and it's hard to open or close my mouth. So I'm guessing that's why I don't often throw up. Even though I know a lot of the time if I feel really rough, I know I'd probably feel 10 times better if I actually did, because you'd get rid of whatever it was that was upsetting you.
Mm-hmm.
You?
Last time I was really sick and when I vomited, I was meant to start a roof tiling job last year in the heat, and I think the pandemic lockdown had just been applied as well. So at the time, I didn't think I had COVID. I knew I had.
No, you didn't have COVID.
I
No.
didn't have COVID, but I couldn't stop vomiting in the toilet to the point where I went to work the next day.
Maybe you had like heat stroke or something.
I think it's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt terrible.
It was really hot around that sort of time, and for those that don't know, he is ginger. And yeah, him and the sun don't always mix well, and I think he was out. You must have been out all day or something with it.
No, I don't know what happened, but I know that when I got in the sun, I had to use sunscreen factor ginger.
Yeah, sun cream factor ginger. Someone needs to invent that factor. What number are we at?
21.
21, nice.
What's the first movie that made you laugh out loud?
See, I'm sure there's many films I've seen that have made me laugh. But what springs to mind is when me and my brother first watched Emperor's New Groove. I remember us both laughing so hard and constantly getting told off by my mum and dad telling us to be quiet upstairs. But that film really did tickle us. That's the first one that really springs to mind. I know I would have laughed at other films, but honestly, the only one that really springs to mind is Emperor's New Groove.
First film that made me laugh out loud was definitely Cool Runnings.
Oh, that was a good one. Cool Runnings is a good film. Oops.
What's the first movie that made you cry?
Now, I'm sure there's many, but honestly, Mufasa's death scene in the first Lion King film. I was born in 91. When The Lion King came out, I think I was like 3 or 4, or actually less than that, I don't know. But I remember seeing it when I was really, really little. And to this day, Mufasa dying still brings a tear to my eye. Unless you're watching the new live action bullshit, that's a piece of shit. But the original cartoon, yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. It's like, it's time to get up, Dad. Come on. It's like, oh no, he's dead. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, your film.
My film, I was 24 at the time.
Oh, is this Marley and Me?
No.
Hachiko?
Hachiko, yeah. I went to see Hachiko with an ex-girlfriend, and like, if anyone who has seen Hachiko and you're a dog lover, then you haven't cried, well, you're going for the rest of the night.
It's a sad film to do with a dog.
So yeah, I went to see this film, and a couple of rows in front of us, there's this young boy of about 7 years old with his mum, and my ex-girlfriend said, oh, we got a crier down there. And she said, yes, we have, I'm afraid, you know, he really does love dogs. And she asked how old is he, and she said he's 7 years old. And then she looked at me and said, babe, we have a crier, and she said, yeah, we've got a crier up here as well. To which point the mum down at the rows in front of us said, how old's he? And she said, he's 24.
Yeah, you love your animals and your dogs and stuff. I refuse to watch it because apparently it will make me cry, so I avoid films like that.
Yeah, watch Fatherhood, that's a very good film.
Yeah. Anyway, next.
What's the most memorable book you've ever read?
Memorable book I have ever read. There's a couple. I would say the, what's it called? Night World series by L.J. Smith. Purely because that's the first set of books that ever got me hooked onto reading. So for me, they hold a special place. As well as her books, it was Darren Shan with his The Saga of Darren and the Demon Artist series. Love those books. And as an adult, it would be anything by Shane Silvers. It's just, he just cracks me up. It's really well written and witty.
For me, it was a book by the late Harry Leslie Smith, Harry's Last Stand.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got you that one, didn't I?
I read that book cover to cover 7 times.
Yeah.
And I still look at that book and I instantly say to myself, if only the world could be different. If only.
Yeah, that was a good one. Mine's all make believe. Yours is based in the real world.
Yeah, I think that's why I like it.
Yeah, that's cool. Next.
What's your favourite colour?
My favourite colour. I love my purples, turquoise, orange. But yeah, I think mainly turquoise. I think.
For me, it's got to be sparkly purple.
Sparkly purple. I like that.
Yeah, I like that colour.
That's cool. I like that there's a description for it as well. Sparkly.
That's probably the most accurate one.
Shiny.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What song do you most associate with your childhood?
Honestly, this one I find really hard to think of. I still haven't thought of a song to link, really, unless it's like Disney songs, like from Mulan and stuff. I'm going to say Disney as a broad spectrum. That's childhood right there for me.
For my childhood,
Metallica, Queen.
I'm going to say Queen, but the song I'm going to say might shock you actually.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to say Dragon Attack.
Okay, why would that shock me? I don't even know what that is.
Dragon Attack is a very strange but like what if song, to be fair. Dragon Attack was done by the late great Freddie Mercury and Queen. And I can remember my dad profusely playing that song.
Okay.
Where I enjoyed it so much, I was like, I do love this song.
Okay.
But it's not my favourite. My favourite song of late, I've got to say, is Baker Street.
Yeah, to be fair, I love a good saxophone.
Can't beat it.
Hello, sweetie. Can I help you? Do you want another chocolate raisin? Say ta. Ta. Okay, good. Right, what number are we at?
26.
Sweet, I need a couple more.
What major historical event took place at the time of your birth?
I don't know about the time of my birth. However, I know that I share my birthday. My birthday is on the 27th of January. Oh, 1 second. And we're back. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. Completely forgot about that phone call as well. So the question was something to do with, what was it?
What major historical event took place the year you was born?
Okay, so I don't know about the year I was born, but I know I share my birthday with the anniversary of the Holocaust. Yay! Not. So I know I share the day, but I'm not aware of anything significant happening in the year that I was born. What about you, my dear?
Again, I'm not sure about the year I was born, so I'm just going to have to Google this one.
Okay, he's going to Google about that. But that's fine. You Google. How are we all doing? We're actually doing a good length of a video for once, because we've got a fair bit to waffle about. Yeah, waffle waffle. Yeah, do you guys share any interesting days with your day of birth?
Right, so
Yep.
it didn't happen when I was born, but it happened a couple of years afterwards. 15th of April 1989, Hillsborough disaster.
Oh, okay, so that happened the same year you was born?
No,
No.
4 years after.
So what's that colour doing there? So 4 years after you was born was the Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't know if that quite counts, but okie dokie.
So
I think that was that symbol. Yes, it was.
What era would you choose to live in if you could?
I would choose to live in an era, ideally, with indoor plumbing. Because it sounds good, like going back to the Victorian times or to ancient Egypt and stuff like that, but plumbing. Pee and poo, you know, in showers and stuff. So if I had to choose an era, I would maybe, because era makes it sound like you've got to go back in time. So I'm thinking, actually, what if I visited the year 3000? Not much has changed, but we live underwater. I don't know, somewhere in the future, maybe.
I'd like to live in the future as well, to see what it's like.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, I'm fascinated by like the Incas and stuff, and Aztecs, ancient Egyptians and stuff, but plumbing, man, and feminine hygiene, you know. How was that all handled back then? I'm not really too sure. So yeah, that's my answer. And is that your answer as well, basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Next. Let me know when it's the last one, yeah?
Yeah. What place would you first travel to if you could teleport?
If I could teleport, I would Google Maps, so I can know exactly where I'm going. I'm not just going to drop myself in the middle of the ocean, because that would be a bad idea. I would possibly, let's keep it fairly local. I'd like to go to Ireland. I'd love to visit Ireland. My ancestors come from there, so from way back when. So yeah, I would teleport to Ireland.
I'd teleport to Wales, actually.
Because of your ancestry.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. There we go.
And the last question.
Final question, guys.
What do you think about artificial intelligence, AI?
Yeah, so AI. I think artificial intelligence could be really cool, but it could also be very dangerous. There already is a sense of artificial intelligence, I think, in the sense of Alexa and Siri and stuff. But it also has great applications when it comes to medicines, operations, and then in like travel, like going space travel and stuff. Considering how long it would take us to get anywhere, we would need to rely on AI and stuff to actually make it to other places to keep us safe whilst we was in some sort of sleep. I do like the idea of it, but you also got to be cautious with it. This is where films come into play, like Terminator, and stuff like that. You know, or even the film AI. How far do we go before we lose our souls? And I don't know.
I think for me,
pros and cons. Yep.
AI is a good idea with many applications, but the one film that really put me off it was iRobot.
Oh yeah, that was a good film. We should watch that again.
Yeah, I watched that film several times, and I keep looking at it, and I keep thinking to myself, that might happen one day.
Yeah.
We could create a supercomputer, which one day could say to itself, do you know what? I'm better than you lot, so I'm going to rule you now because I can.
Well, let's face it. The human race as a species is kind of like a horrible virus on this planet.
Yeah.
We don't do a great deal to help it. We just take what we want and we don't look after it very well. Yeah. So, depending on how the AI is programmed, will it actually take the planet side or the human side? Because let's face it, it's two different sides. Until we do more to actually help the environment that we live in instead of just abuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all the questions done.
Thank you very much for your help, my dear.
It's alright.
If anyone has any questions that they would like to ask me or Father of the Pickle, or even Pickle will just not respond. But we could make up answers, I guess. So I got these questions from a website that had like, I think 150 questions, so I might use this site again to get more questions in the future if this interests you guys. Because I like these are all odd questions, and it's not just like the whole, yeah, there was one of them, what's your favourite colour? But then there's other really obscure ones, like who asked about artificial intelligence, or you know, it's just different. So I actually didn't mind it. What about you? I wouldn't expect you to do this with me like every week, but maybe once a month or something could be fun.
Could be fun, yeah. I mean, there are certain questions here and there that, well, you know, I really put my heart and soul into.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I think the worst question I really put my heart and soul into was about what career I choose, and I think that's a valid thing because of.
Well, where how we live and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very valid, and like they reckon in the next 5 years we might not have an NHS, which is quite scary to think about.
It is scary to think about, and I hope to hell that never comes to pass because I love our NHS.
I love NHS. I mean, I don't think I'd be, or I definitely wouldn't be alive without the NHS. I mean, I died several times.
Yeah.
So, like, I love NHS and what it does for us.
Yeah. But yeah, if anyone has any questions for either of us, doesn't mean we're going to answer, but we might do. I might save all the questions up. If I don't respond, I'll in the comment section specifically. I might say, okay, yeah, this is a good question. I'll save this for a future video. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed it anyway. Since I was tagged, I'm going to tag Creative Mummy of Two. Hiya. If you haven't gone over to her channel before, she's lovely. She's really nice, and yeah, I challenge you, Creative Mummy of Two, to do some questions. You know, if you want the question site that I used, let me know and I'll send it over to you, or find some yourself. Either way, I challenge you, Creative Mummy of Two. Correct me if I'm wrong, Yolanda, I think is your name. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's your name. But yeah, that's who I challenge up next for the questions. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.